Investing can be very exciting, especially when you make a quick win on the stock market, giving you the feeling that you have superpowers. And that causes you to look forward to the next opportunity again, thinking like, I can take this on. Well, I'll tell you this, there is a fine line between investing and gambling. The only thing is, you need to know which is the right side and which side are you on. In this video today, I'll be showing you how you can become that professional gambler from the casino and yet never have to have the feeling of being overexcited, causing you to fail and lose money on the stock market. Because in the end, we'll only be selling our stocks the moment we make a profit. And if you stay until the end, I'll even show you all the dumb things I've done so that you don't have to do them anymore. I hope then. Okay, let's get into the video. Hey, what's up you guys? Lukas here from excelwealth.com. Great that you joined in today, because in today's video, I'll be talking about how gambling will never make you rich, but investing will. Before we go into the video, of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because that's the way how we can grow our community together. Having more people watching content like this saying like, hey, Lukas, you got a great video here. I want to see some more. This is the whole idea for hitting that subscribe button. And of course, if you haven't checked out my latest book yet, be sure to click the link down below in the description to get your own copy now. It's my book on how I started investing in the stock market with only $25 in my pocket and just in my teens. So I thought, you know what? I can make it work as well. If others can, why not I? This is actually how I started. Be sure to click the link down below and get your own copy so you can read my journey on investing. Okay, let's go into the video for now. I got a coin here. I got a €1 coin, since we live in the Netherlands. Yeah, I don't have any dollars, but we have a €1 coin here. On this end, we've got a 1 that says it's tails, and on the other end, we've got a little person, the Da Vinci person, and we call that heads. Now, I'll give you a choice, okay? I'll give you $10. Without playing the game, you'll get the $10. But if you plan to play the game, and I'm gonna flip this coin. If this coin falls on your end, now you could say heads or tails. If it flips on your choice, you win. You'll win the $10, but not even that, you also double it. So you get $20. If the coin does not fall on your choice, for example, you chose head and it falls on tails, then you don't win anything at all. Meaning you have a chance of 50-50 of being able to double the amount. Would you like to join? Would you like to try your luck and get $20 instead of nothing at all? Okay, let's go. And we have tails. That means if you chose head, you just lost. You don't have anything. You didn't even get the $10. But okay, now you might be thinking, yeah, but Lukas, it's only $10. It's okay. And you know, if you could double it, it's $20. You know what? Let's raise the stakes. Let's pretend we're saying, okay, you know what? You're gonna get $1,000. If you do some chores for me, you get $1,000, okay? At the end of the chores, you get $1,000. You know, you might be thinking, wow, that's a great way to make some money. Lukas, where can I sign up? Okay, but let's pretend. At the end of the chores, I'll give you the choice. Either you take the $1,000, or you can double it by playing the game again. So you pick a choice. You pick a side. Either it's heads or tails. We're gonna flip the coin. If the coin falls on head and you chose head, you double it, you get $2,000. Make your choice. Now, I'll just count down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do it. What does it become? It becomes head. Well, was it a good choice? If it was, congratulations. Only by doing the task, you get $2,000. If it wasn't, if you chose the other one, then I'm sorry. You lost $2,000. You're not gonna get anything. Now you've done the chores for nothing. Thank you very much. But okay, you get it. You know, this is just a game. I want to do it one more time. To make it even more exciting. Let's pretend you bought a property for $100,000. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to raise the stakes. Let's play a game. Let's play the flipping the coin game again. If you win, yes, we're doubling down. I'm giving you another $100,000. If you lose the game, hey, you pay me the $100,000 and you're in debt of $100,000 because of me. You want to play the game? Again, same stakes, 50-50. You either choose heads or tails. And then we flip the coin. If you win, you get $200K. If you lose the property and you're in debt for $100,000. You want to play the game? Now you tell me, all of a sudden, there are so many people thinking in their minds. The answer is, I'm not going to play because there's a lot on stake here. There's a lot in the game here to lose. Oh, that's interesting. Now all of a sudden, you don't want to play anymore. And that is the next thing that I'm going to explain to you. Now, I hope that you enjoyed the little game that I wanted to play with you. And yes, I can't really see if you flip heads or tails. I can't see that. I can't see that. But the thing is, of course, if you enjoyed that game, you're actually a gambler. Because in the end, what you were actually playing is you either win more or you lose it all. And that's kind of simple because I gave you the choice. You can get the $10 and you can take and go. You can take the $1,000 after the chores and go. You could have done that. But if you did choose to play the game, then most likely you're a daredevil. You're somebody who says, you know what? Let's play the game of gambling. Let's do it. I know I've done the chores, and yes, you should have paid me $1,000, but I chose to play the game with you, and I saw you flipping with those hands. I know that you're not a magician, but I saw you flipping the hands and the things. It might be just gambling. This is where investing comes in. Investing is never to make a choice saying like, you know what? I'm going to try and raise double, or I'm going to throw everything away. It's not like that. Gambling is like, you know what? Either I throw everything away or I double down. And the simple idea is this. When we start with $10, we're like, you know what? Let's do it. But the moment the prices rise for I don't know what chores you were doing then, right? Okay. But for $1,000, you might be thinking, ooh, that's not a bad amount. That's a good amount to do this for. Let's do this. If you still felt excited about it, then yes, it seems that the $1,000 was not enough for you to say like, hey, dude, I gotta stop this. This is not good. This is why I gave a third example of $100,000. If you would ask me $100,000 if I would bet it, like either doubling down or losing it all, well, I'll tell you this, I would get cold feet. I would get very excited, but get cold feet as well. I would shit my pants, I would say. Now, I didn't say that out loud. The moment the stakes get high, we tend to think, ooh, I don't know if I should do this. This is why this is called gambling. Gambling is not about only winning. Gambling is about, I might lose it all and I don't have any control over it. Now people might be saying, yeah, but if I play blackjack, I know how to play the cards. I know how to count the cards. There are many strategies, and I get that. Same goes for investing. And there are so many things in gambling that you don't have a control over. You don't control, others do. You might be thinking, Lucas, there are certain strategies on the casino that you can apply. Most likely you can, but I'm not that professional gambler. I do know I've wasted a lot of money in the casino as well. Yes, I have. But in the end, gambling is not about investing for the long term. Gambling is for the short-term excitements. And yes, short-term excitements are very scary. So in the end, if you want to be gambling and making money, well, that's a means to make money, not the investment. Now the next step is why investing is not like gambling. Now you might be thinking, yeah, but that's a fine line like you mentioned in the beginning. Yes, I know. But the thing is this, in investing, there's a reason why we do a lot of research before starting to invest our money in a certain stock. It's very important to do research because if you don't know where you're putting your money into for the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, then yes, it might just seem like gambling. You're like, you know what, I'll just pump in money every year again in this certain stock. Then yes, that's gambling. You have no idea what the outcomes may be. But stocks can be researched beforehand. And you have certain strategies that you can apply on stock to minimize the risk and say like, you know what, this is in my control and this is outside my control. The moment you know the amount of risk, you could even say, you know what, I'm going to invest in certain stock, but I'm not going to sell until I make a profit. And yes, you can. As long as you hold on to the piece of paper that says you are the owner of a certain stock, then it's totally fine. Within the casino, the moment you say like, I'm not going to leave this casino the moment I make a profit. Well, if you don't have any money, they'll just kick you out. And that is how it goes. On the stock market, you exchange your money for the piece of paper, the ownership of the company. And as long as you hold on to that, you're still the owner of that stock. And the moment you exchange that stock, the moment that value is at that very moment, hey, that's the value you can get for your piece of paper. This is why investing, if you do it well, doesn't have to be like gambling. And since you stayed until the end, I want to share the dumb things that I did in my past. Well, we're talking about past, but I'm actually referring to the beginning of this year. Yes, everybody knows that the pandemic actually came by saying that, boom, let's just do this. It caused the stock market to crash. And yes, I was an opportunity person as well, and I thought, you know what? Let's just make use of this opportunity as well. Now, I don't know if you know this stock, but it's called the Royal Dutch Shell. It's an oil company from the Netherlands. And the cool part is, now their prices have been swinging around $20 per share, which is not bad, I suppose. But the thing was, the moment the pandemic actually set in, the stock market crashed for them as well, somewhere in March. And what happened is their stock prices dropped to like $10 per share. And I thought, this is an opportunity for me. So I bought 1,000 shares of $10 on each share of these Royal Dutch Shell. And I thought, you know what? Let's do this. And about a week later, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks later, it was like $16 per share. And I thought, you know, I'll tell you this, I was so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm making a lot of profit here if I sell off right now. And I thought, you know what, I gotta sell off. And I did. I luckily did. I bought 1,000 shares, and those 1,000 shares were about $10,000 in the beginning, you know, a week before, and a week later, they were $16,000 later. So I made a profit of $6,000. I'm like, look at me, I have superpowers. I was very excited. Yes, I do know a little bit on how to predict the stock market the moment a crash happens, and you gotta move fast if you wanna make some money here. But I'll tell you this, I am absolutely not teaching my students how to do this. I got a lot of students in investing, but this is not the case that I'm teaching them. And this is what I did myself. Dude, I'm horrible. As a teacher, I'm horrible by doing the things I'm not teaching my students. I'm telling them this is a bad idea. And I was gambling with $10,000. Let's try to double down or lose everything at all. Well, I'll tell you this, I won that time. And then all my students were like, yeah, Lucas, well done. You did a great job. Yeah, man, well done. You did a great job. But I'll tell you this, I was shitting my pants every day because I was thinking like, oh my goodness, I've actually tried to throw away $10,000. And it could mean that I either lose everything if the stocks keep on falling, or I have to wait a very long time for the price to rise again over time. And if we take a look at the stocks right now at the Royal Dutch Shell, yes, it hasn't grown that much over time. And it's been almost like 10 months ago, and it's still low. It's like, I don't know, it's like $16, $17 right now. So it took that long to recover from the debt as well. So yeah, me selling at that moment, I'll tell you this was luck and yet a little bit of prediction. Because yes, everything bounces if you throw it off a very high wall. If you throw down a brick, it even bounces up again. And this is where I made use of the benefit of the bounce. But yeah, it was very good that I pulled out the plug real soon, because after that, it just continued dropping again. And situations like these happened before as well. But then again, not with this amount of money. When I started investing in my teens, I only had like $100 or $200, or euros in my case, to invest in. And I lost it within a day. So yes, it is possible to lose money just like that. And this is why it's so important to educate yourself financially if you want to be making money. Learn from those who've made mistakes before you. Learn from those who said, you know what, I did something dumb, but I'm not going to do it again. And you know, I can teach you what you should not do and what you should absolutely be doing. And this is what I wanted to share with you in today's video. Thank you very much for watching today's video. If you liked the video, of course, be sure to hit that like button. And of course, if you want to be subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because that's the way how we can grow a community together. And of course, if you want to be notified every time a new video comes out, be sure to click that notification bell as well. And then you'll get a video saying, hey, Lucas got a new video again. Let's go take a look. And of course, if you want to read some more interesting stories, be sure to click the link down below in the description to get a copy of my book, in which I actually describe what silly, dumb things I've done, but also how I created my strategy that helped me to get to where I am today. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video. Happy investing. Bye-bye.